Hello everyone and welcome back to Jenna Voice. Today's video I wanted to make all about what you need to pack for an audition. So if you're somebody who has never traveled before for an audition, or you're someone who has traveled a few times already but you're looking for ways to kind of cut down on what you pack, make sure that everything that you need can fit into a carry-on and your little extra bag that fits like under the seat in front of you. And I'm telling you, it's possible. I wouldn't say I'm a heavy packer, but I'm not the lightest either. I'm always looking for ways to try to cut back and pack as minimally as possible, but for me that's still a lot compared to other people, I feel. So the fact that I'm able to fit most of, well, everything that I need for an audition in a carry-on and my larger purse or tote bag means that you can too. So I thought that I would share with you my audition packing list. All right, first thing on the list, and probably the most important, pretty obvious, but your audition outfit. This is usually the first thing I pack. I will lay out all of the pieces of the outfit that I'm wearing. That means, ladies, the dress you're going to wear. If you're a mezzo, you can wear a two-piece. You can wear really nice pants and a nice top. Usually I wear stockings underneath my dresses. That's up to you if you want to or not. It's not necessary, but it just kind of smooths everything out and makes your legs look really nice and evenly colored if you have any discoloration. And heels of your choice. And that's, yeah, heels, or I mean, if you're a mezzo, it's perfectly fine for you to be wearing nice flats. I feel like, actually I've heard from some people that it's highly frowned upon for women to not wear heels, which I suppose that's a controversial issue. If they're not comfortable for you, I think at the very least you can wear character shoes. That's perfectly fine. The point is for you to look nice, and you need to be able to walk comfortably and professionally, because this is the singer's interview. You need to look nice. It's the same as any person going to an interview for a corporate job. They would be dressing up as professionally as possible. So we need to do the same. So once I have all of the pieces laid out, I will also usually try on my dress of choice. Depending on if this is an outfit you just wore recently or haven't worn in a while, just making sure it still fits the way you want it to look and it still feels comfortable to you, making sure there aren't any stains in it or tears, anything that needs to be mended last second, making sure you just take a minute to inspect your outfit for any of those little things so you don't need to worry about fixing them last minute when you put it on the day of your audition. Will save you a lot of pain and anxiety. Secondly, if you choose to wear tights like me, and if you're like me, I rip tights like 50% of the time I put them on, so I go through them super fast. So what I do for an audition is I pack 2 pairs, at least. Yeah, because usually one of them rips, and I sure as heck don't want to go out and find a new pair right beforehand, so have at least 1 extra pair of tights if you choose to wear them. And then shoes, making sure those are packed nicely, and if you choose to wear heels and they aren't the most comfortable to walk in, I would suggest also bringing a nice pair of flats that are more comfortable to walk in, that you can wear on the way to your audition, whether you're doing a bit of walking or walking the whole way there from wherever you're staying. Just making sure you have some comfortable footwear is really nice. I personally like to change before heading over to the audition venue, but I see plenty of singers who choose to change there. That there's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever makes you comfortable. I just like to get it done and out of the way so that when I'm there, I can just focus on warming up, reviewing any music that I need to, finding where I need to be, all of that sort of stuff without needing to get dressed and ready. And then I'm sorry if you're a male singer who's watching this, I don't know all the pieces you need to wear, but of course, a really nice suit, a button-up and a tie, you're good to go. I mean, some men might not wear ties. I don't know the whole limbo on what's acceptable and what's not acceptable for an audition, but I would just say look nice, look your best, and have really nice shoes, but you certainly don't need to be wearing a tux for an audition. Next on the list are kind of all the secondary items to your audition outfit. So ladies and gents, this includes all of your accessories, any jewelry you're choosing to wear, any second layers. I mean, if you're wearing like a little cardigan or a shawl with your dress, or any sort of hair pieces, special clips, anything that you're gonna need to style your hair with. Make sure you have bobby pins. If you're using a heating product, a curling iron or a straightener, make sure you pack that. Any sprays, gels, things that you're used to styling your hair with, make sure those are packed. And then ladies, all the makeup that you wear for an audition, make sure you have that. All right, the third item on my packing list is my audition binder. I just made a video about that very recently. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. I'll put a little card to it up over here. And yeah, make sure you have everything you need in your audition binder. And I usually just pack that in my secondary bag, my tote bag, whatever's gonna go underneath your seat in front of you while you're on an airplane. Your binder should be able to fit in there easily. And then I also usually bring my personal binder, which has all of my notes in it, my translations, my IPA. I'll usually bring that binder as well, and those two together don't take up much space. Okay, next thing you need for your audition is, most importantly, your resume. Unless they specifically tell you beforehand you don't need to bring your resume, bring your resume. Bring a couple of copies of it also, just in case one of them gets damaged or for some reason the panel wants multiple copies. It's very rare for them to do so, but have your resume, have your repertoire sheet, and by that I mean just the repertoire for that audition. I don't know of any audition that is asked for your like entire rep sheet from your whole history of singing repertoire. Just the few selections that you're bringing to that audition and your headshot. Interestingly enough about the headshots, I feel like it's a dying trend because none of the auditions I've gone to this season have wanted a separate headshot. Most people now will be putting a little small clip of their headshot at the top corner of their resume. I do that as well now. You can also put it on your rep sheet just to keep those materials together and easily cohesive. But if they don't specify what they want for your headshot, if they want a headshot, make sure you bring at least one copy of a 8x10 photo headshot with your name at the bottom. And usually these papers I will put inside my audition binder. Most binders have like just a little folder sleeve on either end of the two parts of the binder. So I just slip them in there so they're right where I need them to be, because that's what I'm bringing into the room with me is the audition binder, and that's it. So I already have my resume and rep sheet and headshot already in there, ready to go. I don't need to like find it in another place. So just put it in that binder, assuming yours has those sleeves. If it doesn't, maybe consider getting a binder that has those little side folders in them, because they're really handy. Those are the main things that you will need for your audition. Along with that goes just your travel essentials. If you're looking for an idea of what those would be, I made a whole video on my travel essentials. That was one of the first videos I ever made, and I'll leave a link to that one as well if you haven't watched it, to get ideas for what essential things you need to pack for any sort of trip. But they're pretty obvious things. Make sure you have some pajamas if you like wearing pajamas, all of the other body care items you use on a day-to-day basis. But even with all of that, you should be able to fit all of this into one carry-on and one smaller bag, assuming that you're taking a plane. And if I can do it, I think just about anybody else can do it, because I'm not the lightest packer, as I said. So I hope this video was helpful to all of you who are going to be traveling for auditions. I wish you all the best of luck. If there are other essential items you think that singers should be bringing to auditions that I did not mention, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your ideas. And as always, please subscribe if you have not already to keep up with more videos like this. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.